Okay, this is a really quick video response to this particular video, mainly with web keys and the PsP. Web keys can be a pain in the ass. I do understand that, and I'm going to try to leave out all the IT technical shit. That way it's a little bit more easier to understand, and it's not so complicated. First off, you need access to your wireless router settings. If you don't know what that is, then you need to have the person that installed your wireless router to basically show you where that is. If it was installed by your ISP, like Comcast or Cablecom, one of those bigger ISP providers, have one of their servicemen come down and show you how to do that. They will be more than glad to help you with that. Now, first off, if you did install your wireless router and you don't know how to access your wireless router settings, then God help you. But if you do, then this is a good video for you, especially if you're having a problem with your PsP. First off, with WPA, you want to keep it either on web or web personal. You don't want it on enterprise. Enterprise is more of a business scale protection system, so it's a lot more complicated. A lot more complicated than you need. Way more complicated. All you want is WPA personal or web key, or just the web. So what I'm using is web personal. Down here, there's another selection. So up here is the security mode, WPA personal. Down below that is the WPA mode. You can go auto WPA or WPA2, WPA2 only, or WPA only. The PsP is only compatible with WPA only, which is right here. Then, of course, below that, we have the pre-shared key. The pre-shared key is, of course, your password. If you're having problems with the connection, like the guy in the video that I'm responding to, and it's bouncing back and forth, normally that's because the pre-shared key is incorrect. Normally, if you're using someone else's wireless router, you're not going to know the key, so it's going to bounce back and forth like that. If it is your wireless router and you know the web key, then you need to make sure that it's correct. If you want to, just double check it, then just erase it, type in a new password, something simple. And now I recommend you test it first. So write down 10 zeros or write down 10 ones. Then apply the settings. It'll either be save settings or apply settings. For me, it's just going to be save settings. I've already saved everything. Everything's already been set, so there's no need for me to save it again. Also, just a really quick thing I want to go on here. Now, this here is an 802.11 mode. That's basically the signal that my wireless router gives off. If your wireless router does not give off an 802.11 signal, your wireless router is not compatible with your PsP. Sorry. How do you figure out if your wireless router is giving off an 802.11? On the box, when you purchased your wireless router, it should tell you somewhere on the box what type of signal it's giving off. If you threw away your box, then you're going to have to type in type, like mine's a D-Link, and the type and the series. So it should say the series on the wireless router somewhere. If you had an ISP, so if it's an ISP brand, ISP standing for Internet Service Provider, so if it was Comcast or Cablecom, they came down and they installed their wireless router, then you're going to have one of their servicemen come down and show you how to access this stuff and to change it. Now, they more than likely already showed you how to do this, but if they didn't, then you're going to have to call them and show you how to do this. Secondly, on this particular thing, the 802.11, you'll see B and G mixed. There are some sites and things on YouTube that do explain that the PsP can read either B or G alone. I'm sorry, but that's just not true. The PsP reads and is compatible with B/G mixed. As you can see here, you can do N only, BG only, VG mixed, or G only. I have mine selected on mixed, and I have tested it. It only works with mixed. Alright. Now that we have all that down, making sure your web key is correct, with my PsP, I already have it presetted. I'll go back. Here, as you can see, my WPA key I've already inserted correctly. The address settings, unless you're an advanced user, make sure that's on easy. The internet, the connection name, which is the SSID, just keep it as the SSID. There's no need to confuse yourself. Just keep it as is. Go over, press X and save it. Save settings. Right about now. Come on. There we go. And of course, I'm just going to connect. And here it goes. It's exchanging web key information. And here it is. It's connecting right now. Give it a second to connect. Still might work in here. There it goes. It's asking me if I want to run the plugins. Yes. Here we are. It's online. Works perfectly fine with the web key. Like I said, the main problem, particularly with the video that I'm responding to, your web key is incorrect. You don't have the correct pre-shared key. You need to make sure that your web key, basically the web key password, is correct. Also, some people, for some weird reason, they think that the web key is the password they use to log in to their computer account. That is not true. Your web key is something entirely different. You need to go into your wireless router settings and set your web key. If somebody has set your web key for you, and you either lost it or don't know it, then you either need to ask the person who owns the wireless router. If it's your wireless router, you just plain and simply should know your web key. That's pretty much it. That's plain and simply the easiest way that I can explain it for you. If you're still having problems, feel free to post a comment. I would be more than willing to add another video response to my own video and explain to you how to solve that problem. Take care.